Good evening and welcome to Awakening Wednesday. Whew, yes, it's been quite an eventful day, but I am glad to be here with you. My name is Gina Walker, and I'm the musical production director here at Universal Spirit Center. And today is our midweek gathering, a time to reflect, to unwind, to settle, to just relax. And today we are talking about the holidays. Of course, yes, yes, yes. But before we do that, let me share with you what we have going on at Universal Spirit Center. First off, this is our December quote of the month. May you have the gladness of Christmas, which is hope, the spirit of Christmas, which is peace, the heart of Christmas, which is love. And next, we have our bake sale that's coming. The bake sale this Sunday is going to be fantastic. We have a lot of yummy goodies. We'll have an opportunity to commune with one another and hang out. There will be a lovely cafe street side that'll be taking place. And it's going to be really, really nice, really, really fun. So looking forward and hoping to see you all here Sunday. Let's see also our heart song, which is given by our sweet Lauren Grace. Move and sing the holiday special. Really wonderful opportunity for you to plug in and just enjoy and to be a part of all that's happening. And last but not least, well, before we do that, this is coming up in 2 weeks on December the 20th. I'm very excited about this. This is our Universal Spirit Center Chakra Dance with Kaylee. She's new to our community. She has visited. Her aunt is Kathleen, who's on our REP channel. On our REP team. And Kaylee is coming to bring us chakra dance with chakra music, moving through the chakras, the frequency vibration. It's going to be fabulous. I'm very excited that that is taking place. And I look forward to seeing all of you on the 20th. It's going to be an awesome, awesome, awesome event. And then briefly, let me go over with you our holiday schedule. As you can see, we have a lot of wonderful things happening. And want to make sure that you can participate in all of them. So we have this wonderful Holiday Lights car tour with Reverend Sherry. That'll be fun. You get to see lights and hang out with the community and then have cocoa afterwards. Once again, mentioning Heart Song with Lauren Grace. Our Winter Solstice celebration will take place on the 21st, Thursday, in-house here at Universal, at the Lions Club. It'll be fantastic. We have Dana and Maria Teresa both playing the bowls. That's going to be fantastic. Also, our Sunday morning gathering on December the 24th, Christmas Eve in the morning time, Reverend Sarah, and then Christmas Eve evening celebration is with Reverend Kevin, and our Choir on Fire will be singing for both of those. And then on Christmas morning, we have our sweet Margot, and we will have some of the Fire on Choir singing there as well. She will do the Christmas morning gathering, and she has a special treat for everyone that comes, and she's also doing readings for people. It's going to be fabulous. And then we'll close out the celebration year with vision boarding. REP is having a fundraiser. We'll do new vision boarding. Reverend Kevin will come in and do a vision process with everyone for about 15 or 20 minutes. It'll take place at the office. It's going to be fabulous. You'll hear more about that as we get closer to it. Awesome. Okay. So I am, once again, just delighted to have you here with me. I was checking to make sure that everything online is happening, and I'm not sure if it is, but I hope so. So, today what we are talking about, we're talking about the celebration of holidays. Let me just show you this one more time. All right, I'm back. I had to check and make sure that all the signals were going on and everything was happening. So, yes, it is. So, we are talking about the holidays traditions. And actually, tonight, I wanted to really just touch on this divine idea that those of you that have traveled abroad know that it's almost uncommon to go to a place where people don't speak English. And I remember when I first started traveling outside of the country, I was thoroughly impressed that no matter the age or how old, you could always find someone that spoke English, and most spoke very well. And yet, here in America, a lot of times, people that are born and raised here, and it's not everyone. There definitely, we have people that speak multiple languages, but not as much to me as when you go abroad. And so I started thinking about that and compared with the holidays, that sometimes we get this box that if you celebrate Christmas or you celebrate Hanukkah, that's the only holiday, that's the important holiday. And I thought the more we understand each other, the more we can search out and explore other holidays that are taking place, the more that we will have an opportunity to open our space up, to open ourselves up. It doesn't mean that we have to participate in the holiday, but recognizing that there's more than just Christmas going on. So first, let me give you some of the list of some of the holidays that are happening for the Christmas time during the month of December. So December the 6th, today, we have St. Nicholas Day. This is a Christian holiday. It honors the birth of St. Nicholas, the saint who serves as a role model of gift giving and is commonly known as Santa Claus. It's on the interfaith calendar. We had Advent that started. The Advent calendar started this past Sunday, I think it was. Also on December 8th, we have Bodhi Day. And this is the Buddhist celebration of the historical Buddha. It is the celebration of enlightenment of the Buddha. What a beautiful thing to recognize. Also on December the 8th, this is a Catholic holiday, the Immaculate Conception. The Immaculate Conception. In the lead up to Jesus' birthday celebration on Christmas, Catholics celebrate the day of Immaculate Conception to honor his mother, Mary, who they say was preserved from original sin for her entire life. And once again, this is just to recognize some of the other holidays that are going on. It doesn't mean that we have to celebrate them, but I believe as we open ourselves up to honor more, to understand that our world is so much bigger than the box we live in, that there are people all around the world that are celebrating different things and may never have celebrated Christmas, may not even like or participate in Christmas, but have other days of celebration of the eternal spirit, of the birth of divine consciousness. December the 12th is the feast day of Our Lady of Guadalupe. This is a Catholic celebration. It is celebrated by Mexicans and Americans of Mexican descent that honor the reported appearance of the Virgin Mary in Mexico City. This is also on the interfaith calendar. December the 18th through the 26th is Hanukkah. This is the 8-day Jewish festival of lights, which celebrates the revolt in Israel. 8 candles are lit with the menorah to honor the holiday. And then we have on December the 21st, winter solstice. Solstice is the point of the year when the earth is most inclined away from the sun. It is the most southern and northern part, depending on the hemisphere. Pagans and Wicca believers will celebrate that event through Yule, in which believers also honor the winter-born king, symbolizes by the rebirth of the sun. And of course, we have Christmas on the 25th, which is a Christian holiday. Christmas is primarily a Christian holiday that celebrates the birth of Jesus Christ. Many will attend church, have family parties, and exchange gifts, according to the Interfaith Church calendar. And last but not least, we have Kwanzaa. Now, it's interesting with Kwanzaa, but some do not mark Kwanzaa as a religious or spiritual holiday. The reading is that it was chosen by a particular person, but when you think about it, all of these were chosen by a particular person. So that was just a little funny for me. But a lot of African descents in the western part of Africa celebrate Kwanzaa is a spiritual celebration there. And so African American culture from December the 26th through January the 1st, culminating in a communal feast called Kruma, usually on the 6th day. Many various parts of West and Southeast Africa celebrate Kwanzaa. So there we have it. You know, we have there's about 7 or 8 things of holiday expression that are taking place this month. And, you know, as we gather with family and friends, I thought it'd be really cool if we could bring about maybe a new discussion to talk about another holiday, a different type of holiday that is going on, to be able to expand people. The more we learn, the more we expand who we are, the greater our heart space is to be able to accept more. And not meaning that we have to participate in that holiday, but being aware that there are others that are celebrating, that are praying, that are sending divine light and joy around this world. That's all coming together for us as we are this global humanity that's shifting us into a greater space to be. As we walk through this turmoil all over the world right now, there's turmoil in so many different places. You know, with the Hamas and Israel in that just horrific fighting that's taking place, to find a space of love for both, for Gaza, Hamas, Israel, to find a space of love for both. It's so easy to judge, and I understand when one is hurt, and Lord knows I've been on that side, feeling not understood, feeling dejected, feeling not worthy. And so part of my work now is to really be a space of love, to be this faucet of love, and to understand that it doesn't mean that I do not address the things that I want to see changed, but addressing from a loving space. And that even means from the way I think about it internally, the way I think about it, the way I have that cycle of conversation within myself. I wanted to start from a space of love from within, so that whatever I did say out came from a loving space and not from victimhood, not from anger, and not from justifying. And that's not always easily done. Not always easily done, but the practice is every day. And so during this holiday season, what a great opportunity to pick a holiday and, bring that holiday up at the dinner table. Say, hey, I found out about this holiday, and this is what they celebrate, and this is how they celebrate. What a wonderful conversation that can spark for people that may not be aware, and those that are aware that want to add to it, and to have this opportunity to be able to not make the holiday right or wrong, but just to recognize that there is something else that is unfolding in this time and space, that there is this greater expression of peace and harmony that's happening all over the world, that there are people praying, that there are people meditating. There are spaces for people to be in, to hold this greater light of love and appreciation for all human beings. And I thought it would be a fantastic time for us to do that, to open a conversation that greets us with the opportunity to love our fellow man, our fellow brother, our fellow sister, with an appreciation that I see you. You are a divine and unique emanation of God, just like me. And so, as we, go into this divine time and space, which this space and time is met with love and light, and an opportunity to be more loving. I have found that as I have a picture in my head. It's a faucet, and the faucet pours out love through me and my thoughts and my feelings. In every way, I see this faucet of love, and my idea is sometimes when I'm caught, today was just a crazy day. I think I'm still reeling from the day. But I several times would connect with that faucet. Oh, think of the faucet, think of the faucet, and just take a moment to breathe in that. I have noticed that people, people that know me, people that I don't know, are interacting with me in a very different way. I love people, and so I have fun with people. I play and talk with people that I don't know all the time, but the engagement is even deeper. So there were two things that happened this past week that were really like, wow. One of them was a friend of mine that we were very, 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 very close friends for a very long period of time. And then our relationship just kind of went its way. And there wasn't any real conversation. It just kind of fizzled. And I just recently celebrated another birthday, 38. Hey. I kid myself. And this person called me. And we had not spoken in probably 4 years. Texting had taken place over that time, but even the texts were like at 5 or something, an hour that, you know, you don't really want someone to respond to you unless you know that they're up at that time. You know, so 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, you text somebody, unless it's an emergency. I always feel that you don't really want to get in touch with that person. That's my own thinking. But she called me this time mid-evening. And she called. And we had the most beautiful conversation. And I was checking in as we were talking with myself if there was any residue or any feeling like, hey, we should clear this up, or we should talk about that. And there was none of that for me. And I don't think for her. And we caught up very quickly with where we were in our life and how we were living and the things we loved and appreciated in our life. And it was just this beautiful conversation. And when we hung up, and it was like, wow, this is great. This is complete. Understanding that this does not mean that this relationship is rekindling, but it's in a divine space of where it needed to be now. And that's all right. That's all good. And so as we go through the holidays, things are always coming up. Issues that we've had with our family or with our friends, or things we feel that have not been resolved. One of the most powerful things in understanding is that we don't have to wait for someone outside of ourselves to resolve it. We can resolve it within ourselves. You can resolve. And so I realized that I had resolved whatever feelings I had, whatever justification I thought. I got to a point where I resolved that, and there was just love. And in that space, that energy was open. She could feel that without us having to talk at all, and could call in that space. And so when you think about your family tradition, if you're dreading going to your family home, or if they're friends that you're like, oh, I don't really want to do it, start now to start to heal that with love, to start to resolve that feeling within you. Because a lot of times we take the same issue, we take the same problem, the same judgment, the same justification to the dinner party, to the opening of the gifts. And when I say we take it, we take the energy. Some will say, well, I'm not going to have any conversation with them. I'm just going to go. I'm going to stay for a short period of time, and then I'm going to get out before it goes crazy. And sometimes you can, but understand this, the energy of it's not working is there. The moment you hit the door, even before, that energy is there. So, those holiday traditions, believe it or not, it's a tradition. A lot of us relive and repeat that type of energy over and over every holiday season. Every year, we prepare ourselves for perhaps the unpleasant aunt, or maybe it's our mother, or it's our father, and we prepare that it's going to be in conflict, it's going to not work. And so and with that, it's not going to work because a lot of times we're expecting someone else to say, I'm sorry, someone else to change the way they are, change the way they think. We're expecting all of this to happen outside of ourselves. But as I have really dived deep and realized that it's always, the change has to happen within me. And whatever that is for you, if you're carrying a story that says that your parents or your mother or your father or your sister or maybe it's your husband's family or your wife's family or your wife's or husband's family, that something is a disconnect there, I would urge you to release that disconnected energy within you, to make that a new tradition, that it is your gift to give love to yourself first, and then to be a faucet of love, to see them in a loving space. Before your words speak, and you know, this is a practice. You can practice this at home, and by the time you get there, someone can say something and it's totally out the window. And if that happens, once you observe it, just recognize that you can't change what someone else is thinking and feeling, but you can always change what you are thinking and feeling. This can become your new holiday tradition, that if you're going to walk into the holidays, and something that I decided in October, I decided right around Halloween that I was not going to start complaining that the holidays were here. I was not going to complain that the holidays was here. I wasn't going to complain, that they're playing holiday music and Thanksgiving hasn't even gotten here yet. I decided then that I was going to embrace the joy of the holidays and accept it completely. And it's been phenomenal. It's been a beautiful journey. I remember before, if I saw a Christmas tree up and decorated right after Halloween, I'd be like, oh, people, come on. Thanksgiving hasn't even been here. You haven't da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But what I started realizing is that I'm not affecting the beginning and ending of the holidays. The holidays are doing what they do. But I did affect my relationship with the holidays. I've enjoyed every moment of it so much more. I've appreciated the lights and all the beauty that people take the time to decorate their house and putting up Christmas trees. So absolutely wonderful. And all of the decoration and enjoying the Christmas music. So, you know, there are traditions that we have about the holidays that don't support us in having a great time. It absolutely takes us back the other way. So I would say to you, create a new tradition. And a great deal of that is to change the story that you have within you, to change the conversation about the holidays that you've had running for maybe the past 5 years, maybe 10 years, sometimes even more than that. And it doesn't change the experience to a space that's more enjoyable. It only creates more conflict. And I know some say, well, you know, I've tried, but I would urge you to understand that maybe the trying was trying to make the outside situation more palatable, making it more easy to get along. I'm talking about changing the tradition inside you, the energy of that which you carry about the holidays, changing that energy. As I have embraced this love faucet, I was in the store just a couple of days ago, and the store was crowded, and I knew from the parking lot that it was going to be really crazy busy. And I said to myself before I got out of the car, I want to enjoy this experience. So there's going to be people that you're going to have to say excuse me to, people who are going to not be paying attention. But if you want to have an enjoyable experience, let's connect with that energy now. Let's connect with that, Gino. And you can have an enjoyable experience within you. And it doesn't have to depend on if somebody is in the middle of the aisle, if somebody's not paying attention. None of that has to thwart you from having a great experience while you're shopping. And so I filled my heart with so much love, and I turned my faucet on blast, and I just felt giddy. And I went into the store, and I'm shopping and moving around and playing with people, having jokes, and I get in line, and there's a young lady with a little baby next to me. And at first I said, "Oh, he's so beautiful." You know, sometimes you can't tell if a baby's a boy or girl. And she said she's really sleepy. And so I started waving at her. And one of the things I always do when I meet a new baby, I always do a blessing. I tell them, thank you so much for coming. We need all of your love and support. And we are grateful that you are here. Have a blessed journey. And her mom started to cry. She said, oh my God, that just moved me. And she opened her arms, and I hugged her. And she said, I'm having a bit of a rough day. And I hugged her longer, and I told her that, don't worry. Whatever's going on, change is happening. Things are going on. And we had this beautiful conversation, this beautiful connection that took place in this brief little moment. And one aisle over, a lady started singing. And I said, come on, sing it, sister, sing it, sister. And so the whole energy in this grocery store at the checkout stands had shifted to this entirely different space. People that were once with a frown, now they were smiling. The baby was giggling. The woman, I was cracking up, I was emceeing for her because she picked up, you know, the little stands that separate your grocery. She picked that up and made it a mic. I said, oh, she's got a microphone now. Sing it out. And she just belted out the song. And I actually forgot. It was a Christmas song, but I forgot which one. And you saw people's head bobbing and people smiling. And it was this beautiful energy that just went out. The workers that were working, you saw them begin to smile and to look around. And it was this beautiful light. This beautiful light. And me and this sweet young lady, we hugged again. She said, wow, you're a great hugger. And I was like, I love hugging, which I do. I love to hug. And then the lady that was singing, she grabbed me and she hugged me. And I told her, thank you for singing, lifting everybody up, lifting everybody up. Energy really works. And I believe that because I am creating a new holiday tradition, within myself, a new awareness within me of how my faucet of love is showering through me, and it just spills out into the rest of the world. So I I ask you to think about your holiday tradition. What is your focus on during this holiday season? Is it on, I don't have the money to buy all the gifts I need to buy, or I got to get this person a gift, or I got to get that person a gift, or I hope they don't get me a gift? What is your holiday tradition? And know that it is a tradition, because most of these things we're practicing every year around this time, every year. But you can change your tradition from within you. You can create something totally new. And it doesn't matter what the outside world is doing. The only thing that matters is what you are bringing to the table. So imagine your wonderful Christmas table this year, no matter if you're sharing it with family and friends, if you're sharing it with just another loved one, if you're sharing it with yourself, if you're sharing it with your animals, if you're sharing it with people you don't know, no matter whom or what, imagine your Christmas table. And imagine that you're filling your Christmas table with love. That there is a faucet on each end, and you turn that faucet on, and it just filters love through every nook and cranny of that table. That love then just pours through every dish that's on that table. Love. It's the universal love of celebration. And when you look around your table, can you look with a different eye? Can you look with an eye from within that you made a decision today to start a new tradition? A new way of being in this holiday season. Some people get very sad. Every year around this time, they get very sad because maybe loved ones have passed on. Or maybe they don't have a good relationship with their loved one. And so this conversation that we're having is about changing your story. And some may say, well, why do I have to change? Why can't they change? Because that you've tried, and you still end up feeling empty. I'm talking about feeding your spirit and your soul with a new awakening, with a new possibility, with a new gift. So as you sit at your Christmas table, what will you see? What will you hear within your spirit? What will you hold within your heart? Will it be, I'm afraid that they're going to say something that's going to piss me off? If that's your same old tradition, maybe think about a new tradition. Maybe that tradition is, I'm going to be in a space. Maybe it's just a space of breathing. Maybe you just, when you think about the family or the friends or whomever it is that you feel, or if you feel sadness, maybe you start with, I'm just going to take this moment to breathe. And I'm going to observe this tradition. You want to see it. You want to be aware of what it is that you participate in every year. And so as you sit in that space, in your own room, in your own home, as you're sitting and imagining sitting at your Christmas table. Breathing in all that is. Recognizing that there is a great love. Recognizing that you are this great love. And we spend so much time wanting to be right. Years can go by. And every year, wanting to be right in a particular situation, wanting to justify all that time and energy locked into a story that doesn't feed the higher expression of who you are, that doesn't expand you. Sometimes it's about forgiveness, and the first person we forgive is ourselves. When I realized, I don't know why I complain about the holiday season. I'm here on earth. I'm awake. I'm alive. I'm in full health in my mind and my body. I'm here to celebrate the life. Instead of complaining and moaning about this time of year, I did it every year. And I would come up yeah, can you believe they've already? And yeah, they are. They want to get that money. They want to. And I was like, why must I continue that tradition? It is so freeing to participate in the joy, to recognize all the other different holidays and celebrations that are taking place, to open up to a greater sense of what this is, this divine livingness, to create a new holiday tradition. So I implore you to take this opportunity right now. Don't wait to Christmas. Start now. Maybe write down a list and observe what's your holiday tradition. What do you talk about? What do you think about? And if they are not things that inspire you, that lift you up, let's change that tradition. Let's create anew. There are many people that make their transition around this time. I've often wondered why. If I remember correctly, I do believe Christmas, around the Christmas month, around the month of December, highest rate of people leaving. Curious. Just around the holiday season. I know that the holiday season has the highest suicide rate. Those are our conscious thoughts of humanity that's hanging out there that people tap into. Their sadness takes them to such a space that there's a feeling that there can be no answer, that they can not feel that void. But as each of us decide to change our holiday tradition, that shifts. That will be shifted and lifted. There will be different possibilities. I hope you join me. Just the idea of recognizing that there was a holiday tradition that I no longer wanted to support. that I chose to have a different relationship within myself. And now, trust me, what's so cool is if it does pop in, I see it. It's really loud to me now, and it makes me laugh. So with that, let's just take a moment to take a breath here. Just take the breath in. And we breathe in this moment. Let's just sit in this stillness. Sit in this awareness that we can change our relationship with the holidays. We can change that old tradition and make something entirely new. Take that breath in. Trusting in the breath of all that is. Take another deep breath in. How great it is to know, to recognize the greatness of life, the greatness of your divine energy. I want to thank you for being here with me tonight. And thank you for constantly being a beautiful tradition of abundance with Universal Spirit Center. I appreciate all that you do. You online, you are contributing to our community. We are expanding. We are growing. You are a part of us. And we appreciate every time you donate to us. And every time you donate to us, we're able to donate to others. You know, we give 10% of everything that comes in-house. We give 10%. So I want to thank you for all of your tithes and gifts. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of God. You are the face. I hold you in. You are my family. You are the face of God. So I thank you so much for being here tonight, whether you're here live or if you come at a later date. I thank you for your divine gifts, how you support Universal Spirit Center. We appreciate every divine blessing of abundance that you share with us. And we appreciate that you are living in a life of abundance within you, for you know the power of your prosperity is within you. And that Universal Spirit Center is a source of a place to be able to spend your tithes, to share your tithes here. We are worthy of that. And I thank you for knowing that. Our QR codes will be back there. You can Venmo us, PayPal. We appreciate all that you do. You are the face of God. Here's our QR code. Thank you so much for being with us. And once again, I will see you next Wednesday as we continue this magnificent journey of divine light and love. On the 20th, here at the Lions Club, we will have Chakra Dance in the house. Chakra Dance in the house. And the end of the month, we're supposed to have Toby Geis, but it is the holiday season, and she is out of town. So, also, if you know anyone, I'm looking for other people that do breath work. Please, if you know someone, Gino, Gino, at universalspiritcenter.org. I appreciate it. Once again, thank you for being here with me tonight. Peace and blessings.